So hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks, where I am playing with my batched artillery once again. I do like it, and when I've been trying to do those missions, it's been a good place to try to do them. Or one of the good artilleries for some of the missions specifically. Especially the one with the tracking mission. I don't even remember what mission I had on at this very game. But I think I also might have completed that mission. Still, the game starts, I'm just driving into this first line. I could really be speeding up the game a little bit because of the fact that considering the artillery's or batched artillery's reload time, well, yeah, not able to do anything for a while anyways. My platoon mate is of course moving in there, and I'm aiming more into that direction or to this one line, because I'm thinking that there should be some people at least visible there relatively soon, as there is the object 140. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna try to be aiming if I could get a shot into him here at the start. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if that actually hit, and it just hit into the very down into the track, or what exactly happened, but at least the damage was so low that it basically did nothing. And that could have gone a little bit further. I'm then looking here into the other directions, was thinking a little bit if I would be able to try to shoot that DD, if my platoon mate could have spotted him, but then looking again back into this direction, considering there's an E5 coming here too, I'm thinking that maybe I can try to give a shot into him as well. He's not exactly in a very good spot for me to shoot, but trying to do one shot, but starting to aim at the T-57 heavy now, because he is very interested in my platoon mate. Otherwise I would have just been happy to be shooting the last shot and getting rid of my clip and start to reload, but in this case I just want to be seeing if the T-57 heavy wants to be trying to come and get him, so that I could actually help. So, as such, can't really be doing the reload yet then, which is kind of a shame, but just decided to rather at least then look at him. He definitely at least now seems to be interested in trying to go and shoot, so at least I did get that one shell off into him. I didn't really move a lot during that time, but there is a relatively little of the counter artillery, or at least I personally do relatively little counter artillery too, in this point at least, going to be moving, but and with other artilleries I usually move way more than with specifically batched artillery. As such, batched artillery is more something that I move with after. Well, sometimes I move nonetheless, like especially sideways with the batched artillery between shots as well. Here I didn't do it though, which I probably still should have done. Interesting that I couldn't see this situation here before, but looking how the situation is going, and the T-44 was able to manage to gain the 10 E5 there nicely enough. The situation is going okay. It's a normal situation, 3-3. I haven't done a lot in this game. That one shot basically mostly the T-57 heavy. I'm looking here into the middle again. There's the T-57 heavy moving and the object 140. So of course aiming at the T-57 heavy, because he's still a good tank to try to be getting out of the game. And here is the M103 that we happen to have here. So trying to see if he would come just a teeny tiny bit forward so I could get a shot off, which I did, nicely tracking him too, which will make his life a little bit harder. Wouldn't have necessarily needed to make that shot anymore, but he might have had ammo left still, but I'm not sure about that. Then just the two shells that I would like to be trying to get shots off into somewhere, and the object 140 would be nice, but of course he is moving quite well there. That wasn't a bad shot, but probably didn't hit even close enough to do a splash. Then just looking into here if I could get my last shot off into somewhere. Maybe to the IS-7, because the mouse is in trouble, but I'm not sure if I'm able to help him. There's a lot of tanks here that I could try to be shooting, really. So I was thinking that maybe he would already try to go and get the mouse, but he didn't, so that was kind of a waste of a shot. Going to be speeding up a little bit. Time will pass, I will be reloading, and I will be moving into this other direction. I don't want to be in the same place where they would expect me to be, the normal area for the artillery, especially when we have this area for the moment secure. Of course, they have Object 140 that I'm thinking that might decide to go through that direction still, because we haven't been able to... Well, he's in the middle now, but he could also decide to be coming through the one line quite easily. He is speedy enough to do so. And yeah, the situation doesn't look perfect. It's not lost yet, but 7-10, it's not a great situation exactly. We have the defensive line in the K line, and then we have me and this FTDD here. I am pretty much starting to be reloaded very soon though, yeah. So I'm just trying to look where to try and see about helping. The levy is going there very bravely though, and considering we had the Jagdpanzer 100 there, that wasn't really best decision. But T-34 is moving forward in there, so I'm trying to be moving more into this A1 position so that I could get better shots into that direction. I'm thinking that from there I should be able to try to do a little bit more after all. I was wondering if the AX-50P was talking to me or not, but he was probably talking to the other artillery on the other side, the bad shot there, that it killed the T-44, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it. Just I'm trying to be cautious nonetheless, not to be going too much visible, because it would be bad if they spotted me here. It's a lot better if they don't know that I'm here. But otherwise, yeah, pretty much defensive positions, though the situation already, because of the levy dying, plus the, was it the, I don't remember which tank it was that the TD here on the E2 killed, but that tank also died, so it's not a bad situation as such. Just some waiting around. I guess I could speed for a small moment. Yes, there's the Object 140 now. At least this is a perfect position to try to be shooting that way as such, considering our Object 261 couldn't try to be doing anything about that guy. Unfortunately, that one missed. Went a little bit too much over. Trying to see how he exactly would move so that I would have a better chance of hitting. I was hoping he would have moved a little bit more forward, but at least he's tracked. So I was hoping that I could get a better shot, but yeah, again a track. But at least the Jagdpanzer 100 then got him. I have one more shell left, and as the T-29 was spotted there, I was thinking that I could try to see if I could get a shot into him from here, carefully poking out. So just aiming into his direction. And shot is off, and I did get him. The T-34 is already at the T2 approximately, so I'm going to be staying around here because there's no reason for him to assume that I'm here. So he's probably going to be going towards our base, and then I will be completely safe here, be able to try to be shooting from a completely different direction, and just making sure that he's far enough so that he cannot spot me in any way when I do decide to go from this spot. And I do prefer to then go a little bit more in this direction. So as such, that is one way at least to better allow the team to nonetheless do more, or possibly to win, even if I haven't been able to do as much damage from this position yet as in missing the Object 140 a little bit badly and such. But this is such a different place to be shooting from. I'm completely safe here. E100, E4, T-34 are all somewhere else. I could possibly meet with their batched artillery, but that is the only possible enemy I could be meeting here, and I can just completely concentrate in covering the team from this position. So as such, yeah, good choice of moving. There's the T-34, who I should have perfect shots into. He just decided to be backing off. Maybe should have aimed a little bit longer. I was thinking that maybe he will be tracked, because I would like to get him just out. It did seem to be hitting, but of course he didn't even die to that, so I was wondering if he still would be there. He might have been, but doesn't at least seem so, so now just aiming to see if he's still alive, or where he exactly is, and at least I was able to finish him off, but now just then reloading. As such, at least that was a quick clip to shoot, so then after those two possibly come in view, I may be able to try to be starting to help again. Well, for the moment, of course, I have to be reloading. I can't be shooting at anything. The E4 did go into very low hit points though, but of course the E100 is behind our Jagdpanzer E100, so he cannot be looking into both of those directions, and the artillery, of course, is going to be trying to shoot him too. He is turning towards the E100, so hopefully just the E4 doesn't manage to think about going and poke into the Jagdpanzer E100 for a while either. Still 25 seconds left on a reload, not too horribly much, and we have the 2 minutes and 50 seconds time in the clock, so not that much. I'm just informing the Object 261 specifically that I have 12 seconds left, as I see him on the map moving towards the E4, so it's good that I'm able to be then aiming towards the E4 when he goes and is possibly able to spot him in there. Jagdpanzer E100 is just keeping that position, of course, in that situation. And the E4 is all the way there. I guess he was thinking about going from that direction, but that shot at least did hit. So E4 is out of the game. Then there is the E100 somewhere around here. Right there, actually. And I managed to pick him up as well in there. So we have a pretty good situation, but the problem, of course, is that there's relatively little time. Like the Object 261 also says that the time is the issue here. Jagdpanzer E100 unfortunately is low, so it's most likely up to me to try to be hunting this artillery off from the game. He was last spotted in the A0 area, so that's where I'm heading to see if he's still there. He might have moved though, so it's not in any way certain where he happens to be. But still just have to be going quickly, because there's only a little bit over a minute left to look for him. So, and I have 2 shells, which is one problem. I did get spotted, and so did he. He's behind me though, which I didn't notice immediately, but relatively quickly. Trying to see if I could get a shot off, but I didn't want to be letting him aim perfectly at me, so I just wanted to be moving here. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted that 1 shell, but kind of thought that 1 shell should still be enough, and if he is moving, I thought that I could really try to be getting a perfectly shot into him now, considering the situation. I was first trying to just go behind a cover so that he couldn't shoot me, because I saw that he was trying to, and yeah, because he shot, I can try to go for a ram. So that's exactly what I'm doing. There's just 25 seconds left, and he was left alive, so yes. That is not something that will happen every day. To get a ram kill of the last artillery when there's 15 seconds of the game left. So that was a pretty nice game overall. So yeah, just overall the fact of moving into here, being already in a position where we can at least relatively easily go into this direction and try to win the game, was a good thing or good situation. I might have tried to go here before also to try to just go for a cap maybe when the E4 and E100 were spotted here and kill the artillery, but I did kind of like to be able to support into here too. So that was my decision nonetheless. So let's go and see the post-battle results. So overall, as you can see, I made 3,858 damage, 922 base experience. It's a shame that this wasn't the last mission that I had for the artillery, as that would have been a perfect one to do that mission in, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. Jagdpanzer 100 of course made a nice amount of damage overall in the team. But it was a nice little victory, and I hope you enjoyed this little video, and thank you for watching. See you next time.